9:39 p.m. Tuesday, May 21st, 2019, episode number 724 of UhhYeahDude. My name is Jonathan, and this is Seth. Hello, Seth.
Hello, Jonathan. Good to see you. Excited to be doing this episode of UhhYeahDude, America's podcast. America through the eyes of two Americans. America's podcast. I'm going to start pushing that.
Are you?
Yeah. I'm going to start right now after 13. 1969, 50 years ago, changed America, but it also changed breakfast forever. You say, what? Well, there was the moon landing, Woodstock, and then pure pork sausage. That's Jimmy Dean's sausage. Jimmy Dean's slogans, today's your day to shine on. Really?
That was the slogan then or
right
now?
now? I mean, then, yeah, totally. Shine on, you fucking brilliant fucking pork sausage diamond. But now, today's your day to shine on. Okay. Jimmy Dean Foods was bought by Sara Lee, that was bought by Hillshire Farms, which is bought by Tyson Foods. But that's neither here nor there. As legend has it...
There wasn't sausage before 1969?
No, I think this... Well, hold on. As legend has it, Jonathan, Jimmy Dean was at a diner having sausage and eggs when he...
James Dean.
James Dean. Rebel.
Senior.
Sorry. He bit into an unappealing piece of gristle and he said, you know what?
I don't like this gristle.
I hate those fucking hippies. I mean... There's got to be room in this country for a good quality pork sausage. Gristleless sausage. On May 25th, 1969, the Jimmy Dean Meat Company officially opened its doors in Plainview, Texas, with 60 employees and 1 and 2 pound sausage packages for sale. By its 2-year anniversary, the Jimmy Dean Meat Company had become the number one seller of breakfast sausage in America. Can I take you to today? With 50 years of success and innovation under its belt, the Jimmy Dean brand continues to reinvent breakfast.
Innovation.
And provide Americans with a satisfying and optimistic way to start their day. Shine on,
bitch. Jimmy Dean style.
The Jimmy Dean brand has over 170 products that are ready to eat on the go or around the table. Sit down, enjoy. Wow. And there you have it. 50 years. This is a huge year for America, for an American podcast. And for American milestones and landmarks. And I'd put that right up there with it. Absolutely. Moon landing, we know. Hoax. Woodstock, trying to do it again. Can't get their shit together. But one constant remains.
Breakfast
sausage. Pure pork shining. That's the story.
I don't like gristle. I agree with him there.
So tomorrow morning when you're gathered around the kitchen table with your family, I guess heating up frozen sausage, you can tell your kids, I fucking hate you because this is what I serve you for breakfast. I could give you a nice steel-cut oatmeal and maybe some fresh fruit, but I want you to eat this frozen sausage for Jimmy Dean, your father, your real father.
Your first dad.
Your first dad.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I certainly have eaten it in my life, that's for sure.
Hey, you're an American.
I remember hearing a joke when I was a kid. Not really a joke. Barely a joke.
Not really a kid.
No, I wasn't a kid either. I was in my mid-20s.
But anyway.
It was like some stand-up, and it was one of those, like, you know, aside jokes. It was.
Do you remember it?
Yeah, it was. I wonder if Jimmy Dean's wife likes to eat his sausage. And as a kid, I remember
you were just like you had to wrap your head around it.
And I remember repeating the joke
to your mom.
No, like at in front of like adults
at a church pancake breakfast.
It was like a bad situation to. I didn't understand the joke really.
I just as a comedian, that's the number one thing. And so that's what started. You said, you know what? I'll never bomb again. I'm going to find a partner, a sausageless partner,
The gristleless.
a gristleless partner.
Yeah, I remember I reiterated the joke after I heard it, and my mom was very upset that I had said it.
You didn't know.
I didn't understand.
You didn't understand you were a kid,
Yeah.
a 25-year-old kid.
You learn. You live and learn.
Oh, I bet whatever fucking shitbird hack fucking dude said that at the Comedy Store in 1984, I bet the fucking crowd was...
fell out.
Fell out onto Sunset. Run over on Sunset. From an 84 Camaro because somebody told that crazy joke. I got one. What? What is it? No, tell me.
Our distant cousins just got a little more distant. A new study suggests that modern humans and our closest relatives, the Neanderthals, may have split 800,000 years ago. That's hundreds of thousands of years earlier than had been thought. The truth is in the teeth. Anthropologist Ada Gomez Robles of University College London analyzed 400,000-year-old teeth from a Neanderthal ancestor, which had been discovered in a cave in Spain. She determined that the choppers, I thought it was chompers.
I thought it was chompers too. Choppers. Maybe they fucked up.
Choppers is
Doesn't...
that's when you have that thing on you.
What thing?
That fucking strap.
Oh.
That stick.
Talk about that fucking... All right, the heater. It makes sense that you would...
It's chompers. It's not choppers. That's a typo.
All right.
She determined that the chompers weren't at all similar to modern humans' teeth, which they should have been if the two species had been together at that time.
See?
Teeth are very different from those that we would expect to find in their last common ancestral species with modern humans. In their last common, Gomez Robles said, suggesting that they evolved separately over a long period of time before that to develop such stark differences in their choppers.
In their choppers. Nah. So, probably a typo from the paper because it's riddled with, I mean, a newspaper is essentially, it's almost like a learning tool for middle school kids or elementary school kids. They just
Like,
hand them newspapers now
find
and
the
say,
mistakes.
find the mistakes. That's how you learn. Very interesting. Very, very, I was talking a lot of shit about the universe, how many billions, but being 4% Neanderthal, this hits so close to home, I can't laugh at this. I can't scomph or scoff. I don't know which one. But I can't do that about this because this is deadly serious. There's 100,000s of years, my ancestors. When did it break?
When did I split from my
They found it in
my
the
species?
teeth. It's very interesting. I guess they... Again, we don't
I wonder
know...
if your teeth are more in keeping with the Neanderthal mouth.
Do you think my body's 4% Neanderthal? My teeth could be 24% Neanderthal.
If we examine
Or
them.
maybe they're not. And that is why I have a more vegan adjacent lifestyle, because maybe my teeth, they're not capable of handling a caveman-like Neanderthal diet. Or those are two different things, right? Cavemen and Neanderthals?
I don't know.
Maybe I can't... I'm not physically capable of biting down on game, wild game. Subconsciously, maybe. I don't know. I need like an Ensure, a little baby. Put in a straw, put in a magic bullet. Got little baby teeth.
Little baby Neanderthal.
Little baby can't have a steak. Got to drink everything.
I still need to do mine.
Your ancestry. Or your 23andMe. Which one you got?
Both.
You got both? What, did they just sort of sit next to the computer?
Yeah.
They're eyeballing you, though.
I have them sitting on top of my fridge.
You know what's a good idea? Move it to somewhere else, and maybe just that it will be jarring to you to see it in a different
because every
place.
time I remember, I told you this, right? You have to not have drank or eaten anything in 30 minutes or so, and they're
So
on
you
top
put it
of my
near
fridge.
like the liquid in the food.
And so every time I open the fridge, I'm like, oh, I've got to do that. And then I'm like, fuck, I just ate all that peanut butter.
Oh, that pizza. Yeah. All right. That makes sense. So we'll just move it.
I got to move it.
Maybe to here.
Right here.
And we'll just see it. Because God knows you ain't getting no fucking food here.
Well, not
13
unless,
and a half
not
years.
unless I
I
bring
gave you a
it
protein
myself.
bar like 3 years ago. One time. Thanks.
The birth rate in the USA hit a 32-year low last year as the number of babies born dropped for the 4th consecutive year. Federal health officials said in a report that more than 3.78 million babies were born in the USA in 2018.
Okay.
That's a 2% drop from the year before.
Okay.
And that's the lowest number in 32 years. The total fertility rate dropped 2% since last year and hit a record low at 1,728 births per woman. Meaning,
Okay.
not enough babies are being born to replace current population levels.
So each woman's having 1,700 babies?
Well, they need to have more than that.
Wait a minute.
Each woman needs
Is
to
that
have
a typo?
at least 1,800 babies.
At least. Keep this whole fucking charade going. Per something or... Man, it's tough cutting things out of the paper these days. They really...
The total fertility rate dropped since last year and hit a record low
Okay.
at 1,728 births per woman.
It says it.
Does that mean per woman on Earth? That for every woman on Earth there needs to be 700.
So for like, three and a half billion women, there needs to be 700 babies. Yeah. No, that's perfect. We got it. We figured it out. Couple of fucking real geniuses at the helm here.
Meaning not enough babies are being
That's all
born
we know,
to
is
replace current population
Current
levels.
population levels.
The fertility rate in 2018 was again below replacement, the level at which a given generation can exactly replace itself.
Need to
That's 2,100 births per 1,000 women.
Okay, so
That makes more sense.
all right. We're back in it. We're back on it. Studies, science. We got to replenish. We need vortex immersion replenishment. So
But that means that that's 2.1 births per woman.
hell no. So, but they're saying that we're at fucking terminal velocity right now. We could chill on, right? We don't gotta, does it have to be,
Do we have to keep?
replaced?
I mean, it would be probably better if we didn't.
Go
right?
less.
Yeah. But
Go less.
Minimal.
Less. It's okay.
The
Can't-
rate has
can't keep
generally
this pace
been
up.
below replacement since 1971 and consistently below replacement for the last decade. So that means someone else besides us is... If we're...
Says me and you? Or is that-
I'm saying besides because this is in the USA, so that
Okay.
means someone else is making up for that elsewhere because global population is still on the rise, right?
Okay. I'm just thinking about us.
You and I.
Yeah.
And the 1,700 babies we
gotta
have
get
to
on.
sire.
Well, we don't know. I mean, you went to that clinic from when you were 21 to you were 29. You have no idea how many kids you fucking have.
Yeah, I know.
No, I don't think you have 1,700. You probably have 40 to 80 kids. 40 to 80 beautiful children running around in this world. So you could make that sweet, sweet money. You needed it. Fucking gear it's not free. Yeah, they'll find you.
I was just thinking about that if you did do that
Yes.
and then, but you did it over like a,
40-year period.
or no, like over, like let's say a 5-year period of
Okay.
time that you just like, you
Donated.
donated like crazy.
Yeah.
And then those kids start turning 18 and start getting access that in all of a sudden 20 years after you've done this, that you like every day you'd receive a phone call being like, hi, like, I think you're my father.
Not a phone call.
Just like,
Just like you turn and bump into it, and they're just standing over you. Hello, I'm here to kill you. Hi, Dad. Hi, son. Hey, daughter. Be an amazing fucking 2019 for your birthday. Have a picnic at Griffith Park and invite all your kids.
60 of your kids.
All 60 of your kids. Get a fucking mariachi band. Look how much fun we're having. Kids. Daddy loves all of you equally.
The most
Hey.
equally.
Hey, 61 kids I just met today on my 42nd birthday at Griffith Park. I love all of you equally.
To the ends of the universe.
Until all of time. You have all of me. I see all of you.
And I appreciate
And I appreciate all of you. And you just get in your car and just like throw your phone out the window. The Global Stationery Products Market Trade Show. Everything stationery and greeting cards. Yeah.
This must be a sad
Ooh,
scene.
No. Card heads? That's what we call ourselves. I think. June 5th, 6th, and 7th, 2019 at the New Jersey Expo Center. I was on their website and they told me stationery products are an integral part of human consumption. I take their word for it. They wrote it down. Put it in a card and send it to me and I'll believe it. Throw it up on just,
The blogs.
throw it up in a blog or a tweet or fucking email or anything. I ain't gonna believe it. If I go out to my mailbox, boss it onto something with some glitter, I'll die for you. I can't wait for this. Yes, just all us card heads. We get together over in New Jersey. We just card heads, right? That's what they call us.
That's what we call us.
We call ourselves. I mean, just like-minded people. I just like to put pen to paper. I'm my kind of people.
Yeah.
Just find out about new companies. None. New innovation. None. Just like holding on. We got to hold on. We're steadfast and true.
Years.
Yeah, we know that this is just like, oh
Everyone's
my God.
looking for the door.
Yeah. Oh, where's the exit? How many exits? Oh, my palms are so sweaty. This is not working.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I think probably. Obviously,
we'll
those
always-
things will always have a.
They'll.
They just won't be an industry.
Let me say something. There will always have to be a person or robot or drone that will have to go to your physical residence to bring you stuff. Stuff meaning diapers, dog food, right? Because you always still have to. We still have to have stuff, and it will have to be brought to us. Won't the post office just merge with Amazon? And you'll get your mail with your shits.
Yeah.
I got a mouse for my computer and
Well,
socks.
what's mail?
Physical correspondence that comes from another location.
Yeah, but not bills.
No, that won't exist. Personal
So personal communication.
communication that you have tactile personal communication.
But that I would even say at this point is almost a novelty.
That's what I'm saying. So we'll just merge the post office with Amazon, and then they'll just have some sort of data center where, you want to mail something, you don't drop it in the blue box. You drop it at the 7-Eleven at the fucking Amazon drop, and then they'll take it and they'll find, because everyone will be getting things.
Oh, I mean, it's like for me, it's a luxury item almost at this point, because like when you look at my neighborhood, the true signs that the neighborhood had been gentrified was that stationery stores open on the street.
Oh, wow.
And it's like, it's a true mark, because when you go in, you're like, well, there's only one type of person that a business, there's only one type of person that could fuel a business thriving on a street like this. And it's definitely not who was here 3 years ago.
Okay.
It is a
Card heads.
it's card heads, you know. But I mean, no, it's people who have time and money because
Okay.
I'm buying notebooks, expensive notebooks, cards, and pens.
Yeah, it's an expensive notebook. Yeah.
That's a real particular, niche at this point because it's no longer like a watch, no longer a necessity, right? It's sort of a, it's not a necessity in any way, shape, or form.
You should speak at this fucking conference. Give me a keynote speaker in New Jersey.
It's a novelty item.
They should sell it at Spencer's.
I mean, I would suppose. I mean, obviously, people just like vinyl. You could say it's novelty, and people are like, "Well, it's not novelty because it's superior." Maybe you could argue that pen to paper is superior than, but that's taste. That's just the idea is that it is not the sole means of that type of communication any longer, and so it is no longer. It's no longer a necessity. It's no longer there was no other way to do it. Now it's not necessary, so it's just a thing
just
that you're
obsolete.
like, you like to doodle on paper? Like, go ahead, but you're going to pay for it because this isn't something we need anymore.
Okay, so you put a little heart over the I in Romatelli.
Yeah.
Nice, that's cute.
But I mean,
Cute.
it's I don't know if they need to merge
You're
with
saying
them.
this is
I'm saying they shouldn't even.
They should not
they
exist.
just go away.
You're saying this is the last
This is the last convention.
time I'll be last convention.
Absolutely,
There'll
last
be no
time I'll be
merging
speaking
with Post Office or
Certainly, the
Amazon.
last year I'll be speaking with them for them on their behalf.
Wow, he ended it. The keynote speaker ended the industry.
But like those types of things, they become beloved by people when they do become passé or archaic or obsolete. I think that's what the charm of those things ultimately, and that maybe that hasn't fully happened in that world yet because you still do walk into a CVS and there are 2 fucking aisles dedicated to this. I mean,
bullshit.
it's like psychotic. I'm like, what the fuck?
Because we're stronger
You
than
have as
ever.
much shampoo. You have as much space dedicated to shampoo for both for all genders, as you do to these. It's
Memorial
crazy.
Day cards.
It's fucking crazy.
Thank you for your service.
Who's in there? It's a dead zone.
Just some of my friends.
It's
older
like
friends.
that and the blood pressure machine, and they're like stuck over in the back, and it's
sets at both of them. It's quite odd.
using them both.
Quite odd. Make Music Day happens 2 days a year, June 21st and December 21st. Now in June, we're having free outdoor music in locations across the United States and the world. Now, we're going to be in Detroit that weekend. There's actually no chapter in Michigan for Make Music Day, so we will be fine.
What do you mean fun? We'll be able to
We're not
avoid
missing out. I guess we'll be able to avoid
all drum circles.
Yeah,
and,
people making just
impromptu
random
jams.
people making music outdoors. Hello, keep that inside,
I'm going to Graceland.
right? Come on in. Hey guys, nope. Well, I'm telling you that in West Hartford, Connecticut, in Blue Black Square on June 21st, if you show your library card, they're going to give out free harmonicas, Hohner Special 20s.
Good harmonica.
That little Stevie Wonder played a Hohner. I saw it on their Instagram.
The harmonica
Hohner.
choice for John Popper as well.
Holy shit. So, how is Blue Black Square behind the Noah Webster Library on 20 South Main Street
How are the
in West
12
Hartford?
people that are going to get
Well,
because you have to have a library card first of all.
Okay, so
just
there'll be maybe 6 middle school, elementary school kids. And
5 senior citizens.
But if they give out 50 harmonicas and 50 people start playing that harmonica at the same time, there could be some serious trouble in that square. Wow, there's a lot of sounds coming from these Honers. Doesn't sound like Little Stevie Wonder or Mr. Popper. This is creating a different sound, cacophony. Are there 100 harmonicas being played right now at the same time? Smiling? Can't smile and play the harmonica at the same time, baby. You got to take that. Yeah, I'll be like, I'm playing. You can't do that and play. You got to play.
You got to get it.
I'm having so much fun. I can't play it. Yeah, well, then don't. Wow. So, yeah, so just beware.
Who started this day? How did this day begin? These days.
How did these days begin these days? These 2 days? How about one day? First of all, okay. You want to just impromptu have people outside make music? A half a day is fine. Motherfucking Earth, we turn the lights out for 1 hour and the fucking planet is eroding. There's enough music to go around anyway, but you want to give it a whole fucking day twice.
A weekend. Make music.
Let's switch it. We'll make a whole fucking day twice.
Black Weekend.
Lights out. And we'll make music day 1 hour in the afternoon, maybe in like February. So it's so cold in most places, people won't be able to do it. Wow, there's a lot of music. Like music, like that on the Billboard Hot 100? Not that kind of music.
Different kind.
Homegrown by non-musicians. Rootsier music. Oh, instruments? Well, what is an instrument on Make Music Day? Can't this table? Boom, 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 ba-doo, dun, dun. I'm making music. Yeah, you are. Don't do that outside, though. This is a Honda Flex. Tap, 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 tap. Come on, harmonicas. A titty tap, tap, tap. Oh. Maybe stay inside on that day. Wow. God. Feeling it.
I have an update. Speaking of music, people have been calling you and asking. People have been hitting me up a bit and asking. I spoke months ago on this show about a guitar that I designed and had built for me when I was, I think, 20 years old.
Okay.
That I don't need to tell the whole story again. It's out there. There's a Reddit dedicated to it as well. But I had a guitar made that was sort of my dreams envisioned in a guitar of my future as a great lead guitar player in the newest jam band. Opening for Fish or whatever I was going to be doing. Definitely. And it was sort of my granted I was 20, but it was my teenage sort of stoniest hippie guitar dreams kind of put into
manifested into
this guitar. And I paid a lot of money for it, and then
can't put a price tag on that though.
Then kind of fell out of love with learning the guitar for a while and became a little guilt-ridden and self-conscious, and I sold it. And the last few years, it's been really bugging me that I sold this thing, because it just sort of felt like something that would be. It's the only thing like that I ever had made,
Okay.
And that it would be nice to sort of have that, even though it is sort of a insane and silly kind of thing. It was my silly thing, and silly. That I felt.
You needed the axe back into your hands if you want to, certainly to fulfill this rock guitar dream.
Yeah, that's true. The dream is still alive and well, but
the dream has never been burning brighter or hotter.
So I talked about it on the show. I made a couple of posts about it, put up the one picture that I had of it, and a few months back, Seth called me and woke me up and was like, "Jonathan, look at your email right now. Gentleman that listens to the show tracked down an auction for the guitar." So
the guitar is alive.
The guitar is alive. And I tried to contact the people that had the auction and didn't hear from them. And then due to more other listeners doing their detective work, they discovered who was behind that page and found out that the people that were responsible for that page also owned another very high-end pro audio a microphone company, primarily Telefunken Electroacoustic, which is, has a incredible history and lineage. This is the
So it's making sense that this is the guitar. This is your guitar, and it's in a place that this makes sense.
It made sense.
We've located it, and this is it.
But that I hadn't been able to contact the people directly and say, hey, by the way, I don't know, like this is so weird. Like I've been asking for this thing to come back into my universe.
I'm dreaming about this.
So another listener was at the NAMM show this year, and I wasn't able to go down, and they went to the Telefunken booth on my behalf and said, hey, give Jonathan his guitar back. No, my friend Jonathan, you have a guitar, blah, blah, blah. He got a contact. I emailed. I've been going email back and forth. I spoke to the gentleman
that has your guitar in his possession
the other day for the first time, who owns this incredible microphone company as well as my guitar. And I, for the first time, spoke to him and was like, what's the deal? And my assumption is that it's sold in my...
Let me just a little aside, keeping in mind that many of your friends who are in the music world of great renown, they have also reached out to him with phone calls and emails.
Yes.
Many people...
No one was... And those, I don't think, were being ignored. They were just very busy with their other company and hadn't gotten back to these people and stuff. But yes, some people have been trying to negotiate purchase of it on my behalf.
You said to him... Where's my guitar?
I was like, what's the deal? Like, how did you come into possession of this? My assumption had always been that the guitar was sold in my shop that I still work at today, but when we were at the Hollywood location, it was consigned there by me. I was not there when it sold, so I never got to meet the person that bought it. And we weren't able to find any transaction records because it is so many years ago that it got that we didn't know who it was and
before computers,
pre-computers. And I assume that this person bought it, maybe sold it, changed hands. This person wound up with it all the way over on the East Coast, et cetera, et cetera. Well, truth is, the gentleman that owns the microphone company was living in Los Angeles 20 years ago for 2 years on Sunset Boulevard and Vine, blocks away from my shop.
Blocks away from Future
and
Music.
Would walk the guitar shops back in the day, walked in himself and saw that guitar and bought it. And when he had to move back to Connecticut to run this huge company, he took the guitar with him and he has owned it.
It's the only thing he took with him.
He has taken it. It's all he took. Just the clothes on his back, my guitar.
And a dream.
But he has had it since the day that it left the shop. He purchased it. And it's been...
I guess legally he's the owner. I don't believe
he is.
Spiritually he is.
We have, but we spoke on the phone. He's very excited to get the guitar back to me.
He was receptive to you.
Yeah,
as an artist.
Well, we went back and forth, and he was like,
chopped it up.
He was like, it was kind of like a cool hippie, and I was like, well, yeah, very much so. It hasn't seen an awful lot of action because he's very busy running his company. He doesn't play music as much as he would like to. Plus, I have a little sneaking suspicion that the guitar is maybe a little quirky in certain regards.
Anybody else saw it and was just like, the look on their faces made them always put it down.
So we've negotiated a price.
Okay.
And it will be...
it's coming back home. It will
be coming back home. So shy of,
So you'll be bringing it to the studio when it gets here and
I'll be performing.
Wow.
If you would like a personal
nice fucking work.
Personal song, please donate to the Kickstarter. I'm going to be so... By the time I buy this thing back, I'm going to be so financially so deep into this guitar that I could literally have put a down payment on a house.
But still, when it's back in your hands and the music and the lyrics just...
On June 22nd when I'm like...
Just start
Make Music Day.
My God, I'm back.
I'm thrilled. And
that's awesome.
Yeah, I'm thrilled that
it's awesome
that the person that bought it still has it. That I'm getting it back.
Thank you to the UID community.
Thank you to the listeners. The idea that I thought of this thing, put it out in the universe, and that within months of that happening, that it mystically appeared there, and that it was it's just a trippy, awesome thing about this show. It's also about the way this weird universe works
in rock and roll,
and all
rock gods, music icons.
But yeah, so that's the update. I will definitely let everyone know.
Cannot wait to see that
when I get my hands.
I'll probably learn how to play guitar on that guitar. That's what I'm thinking.
I'll give you lessons. We'll start a guitar podcast where I teach you.
Teach me.
Yeah. Hippie guitar for beginners.
Because once it's in my hands and it just...
Channels?
It's like crossroads.
Start channel.
Not my crossroads, the other crossroads.
Right. The first crossroads.
Macchio Vai, not Spears Romatelli. A lot of people get that. I get that in Hollywood a lot.
People like, oh, you're Ralph Macchio.
Oh, you're Steve Vai. No, I'm Britney Spears. Rock the South. You want to talk about fucking music. May 31st to June 1st. Cullman, Alabama. It's country music's biggest party in the South. This is a fucking rager, dog.
I bet.
Kid Rock. Oh, yeah, he'll be there, motherfucker. Florida Georgia Line in Cullman, Alabama. Guaranteed. Oh, Brooks and Dunn. Why not? Boot Scoot and Boogie. When that plays, Boot Scoot and Boogie at like 4 o'clock on Saturday afternoon and everyone is shit-faced.
Who else we got?
We got a little Jake Owen. Big country star right now. So what you've got is the heat down in Alabama because it's like first weekend in June. Like,
it's going to be warm.
It's going to be warm. Cullman, Alabama. You got a little town right there. Ooh, Florida Georgia Line singing about that dirt, singing about that Alabama dirt. People just getting their hands in it. Dirt, and my daddy down the dirt. I don't imagine there'll be any fist fights. The drinking will be monitored, very under control, and very simple, and everything should go off without a problem. There'll be
vegetarian and vegan offerings.
There are going to be a lot of vegan options. There'll be so many like Mini Coopers in the parking lot. It's going to be it's just going to be okay. It's going to get so fucking buck wild that fucking weekend.
Yeah.
Biggest party, big country music's biggest party in the South. You better be ready for this. Don't you come up in here. Oh, yeah, they don't. You better be careful. Me and you roll in there.
Yeah.
You better watch what we drive up in there.
This ain't no stagecoach.
This ain't no fucking stagecoach. Exactly. That's like fucking Rock the South, like sugar-free Rock the South. Sugar-free. Oh, this is Rock the South Max? Yeah, with Panax. This is like, it's like, exactly. I mean, Stagecoach, my God, this is the real deal. There's no fucking VIP tents at Rock the South. All right?
That'd be
just a lot of fucking Daisy Dukes, a lot of cowboy boots, a lot of fucking Copenhagen, a lot of looks. What you looking at? There's gonna be a lot of that. Like a lot of that side peeking. All right. All right.
I see you.
I see you.
I appreciate you.
I appreciate you. All right. I see you.
This is maybe a little long-winded, but I would think compelling enough info here that warrants it. A team of researchers at the University of California, the University of Michigan, Kaiser Permanente Colorado Institute for Health Research, the State University of New York, and the University of Colorado School of Medicine
Heavy hitters
has found evidence that incarcerating people who commit serious crimes does not prevent them from committing more crimes once they are released.
Okay. Do we think that it did?
I mean, I think theoretically they thought it did. We knew that it didn't because we live in the world, but these people,
Okay.
in the lab, in their paper, published in the journal Nature Human Behavior, the researchers describe a study they conducted using statistics from people incarcerated in Michigan prisons for committing violent crimes and what they found. Locking people up when they have been convicted of a crime is an age-old form of punishment. In the short term, it prevents the offender from committing more crime, at least against those outside the prison gates. But jailing people has also been espoused as a means of teaching the offender a lesson. Being locked up is supposed to make them think twice about committing future crimes once they are released. But does it? This is what the researchers sought to find out. To learn more about the probability of engaging in criminal activity after the release from prison, the researchers looked at data of 110,000 people convicted of violence-related felonies during the years 2000 to 2006.
This is your study.
Some had been sent to prison, others were given probation. The researchers followed the records through the year 2015 looking for examples of arrests or incarcerations.
Okay.
Now, the researchers report that they saw a slight decrease in crime for those sent to prison compared to those who received probation,
Okay.
but only for the time that they were in prison. After they were released, they were found to be just as likely to engage in crime as those who had been given probationary sentences. The data indicates that serving time in prison did not serve as a deterrent for those convicted of a crime, and the research suggests imprisonment is an ineffective deterrent, and because of that, policymakers ought to take a closer look at its use. Putting people in prison, they note, is a lot more expensive than probation.
Okay. So what does that mean?
I mean, other than just like, we're fucked. I mean, it means that jail doesn't work.
If by work they mean you're put somewhere, and when you are released from that somewhere, you won't do
What you did to get there?
to get you in. That is not the case. You will.
And that does theoretically make an awful lot of sense in our sort of,
But did they
you put your hand on a stove and get burned, and then you're like, fuck, I'm not going to put my hand on the stove anymore. I think the idea...
but did they say that the people that went somewhere, the only reason that
just because they were locked up.
Because they were there.
Right, but
isn't that the idea? If you're here,
you can't do anything.
You can't do anything here.
Yes, but then when do you let them out then? Never.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, that's what happens in other places.
Oh, they never let them out.
They just never let them out.
Okay.
Or they just don't. They just kill them.
So were they saying just don't put anybody anywhere? We don't know. That's a whole other, that's going to take it.
Well, the idea is that you do this once, that the people on probation were no more likely or less likely to commit a crime again. They don't say how likely they were, having done it, to do it again. I guess that's a separate study.
Okay.
But that, let's just say, if you, that prison maybe should be a place that you go because you...
This is violent crime. Is that what?
Yes.
So this is taking away all sort of...
Yeah, this isn't...
I'm not talking about weed.
This violent crime.
I'm talking about
Violent...
people that commit violence against other people.
Yes, violent crime.
Okay. But when they're somewhere...
They can't do it.
They can't do that.
Right. So the idea is that it does serve for that purpose, that it keeps them away from everyone else.
The second they get out, it's on.
I mean, that's not
It's a bloodlust.
exactly what they're saying.
That's what they're saying. Within 4 hours, it's back on.
They're just saying
They're
that
looking for somebody to tackle.
That they are no less likely to do
Okay.
it than those who went without prison punishment.
Okay.
So, I don't know.
Wow.
It's something that the policymakers need to look at.
Yes. Get these think tanks again and the policymakers.
It's definitely not... It doesn't bode well. But like you were saying, I don't think it's anything that we also didn't know.
Okay.
I mean, the idea is that prison should be treated probably as a last resort to protect the person and other people, to protect the person from themselves and other people from them. But that the idea that it's an interim, that it's an interim place, which constitute more of a rehab.
Okay.
That isn't what it is.
Oh, in terms of just
that it's ultimately it's where you put someone that you can't control what they're going to do. So in order to protect other people from them, you lock them up. But not a place that you go in order to learn. Don't do this to other people.
So I was like, in a drug rehab, the idea is not, within there is the idea is
to learn how to live without drugs.
We'll talk about it. We'll discuss some things. Yeah. Okay.
It is not rehabilitating. It is
a drug rehab.
It is
a person. It's a drug rehab in the same way. is going to do drugs the second they get out. But at least when they're in there, like in prison, they're less likely to do.
I mean, I think
drugs.
scientifically, I think the numbers are probably favor rehabs a bit more than jails. I think the percentage is somewhere around 30% or something like 20 to 30.
A person going to drug rehab has a better chance of getting out and not doing drugs than a violent offender has of coming back out and committing a violent crime.
I would think that would probably be the case. Might be
We'll tell them to get on that. I need numbers.
total assumption, but on my part. But I mean, I think it's not good.
You mean society-wise? Just mean doesn't bode well, you said. Waiting for them to get out. Oh, I can't wait to punch somebody when I get out of here.
I can't wait to
my
violently
God.
assault somebody.
Oh, what do we have here? I get the wrong. I have the Sun River Nature Center has found a new male swan from Michigan.
You doing? You having a stroke?
Yeah, I don't
we
know.
stop?
No, I meant to print it, but I did it double-sided for some. I know what I did. I know what I made it double-sided for and didn't change it back. Gracie is at the Sun River Nature Center. She's a trumpeter swan. She's been alone since losing her mate, Chuck, on Thanksgiving Day, 2017, when he was illegally shot and killed by a young hunter on the river northwest of...
Didn't know you could do that.
Well, you can't, I'm sure.
It says legally.
Oh, when he was illegally shot.
Illegally shot. Thank you.
But this past week, she was introduced to a new mate who was transported from the W.K. Kellogg Bird Sanctuary in southwest Michigan. The male, who's not been named, was released at the Nature Center, Lake Aspen, and he immediately glided toward Gracie. And the two swans shared greetings by flapping their wings and bobbing their heads before swimming together around the lake. Fantastic, right? It was a positive sign for the Nature Center and for Oregon's trumpeter swan breeding program that is trying to establish the recovering population. This is in Bend, Oregon, where this Nature Center is. There is a chance that the two birds could produce baby swans or cygnets this spring, since trumpeter swans usually hatch between May and late June after a 34-day incubation. Whether it happens this year or next, the Nature Center staff is just happy that Gracie has a companion. Because the first one got shot by a fucking maniac. I'm gonna get you in my fucking sights, you gorgeous fucking swan. What are they doing? Honest to God. Finding a new mate for Gracie has been a challenging task. Last fall, the Nature Center thought it had a new mate from a rehabilitation facility in Illinois, which had a male swan that was recovering from a gunshot wound. Guys, white guys, stop shooting fucking swans. Other swans are dead or have gunshot wounds. Why? Because guys shoot them. Swans, right? I don't know animals much. I'm never outside. They're those white, beautiful things, right? Those feathery, and they're like at the things, and they're just so graceful and beautiful. I'm gonna fucking kill its fucking head. I'd rip its head off its body if I could with my bare hands. Right, son? We hunt together. It's totally normal. Second Amendment! It's like the most passionate. The passion for it is like, listen, I'm a passionate guy. I like to get in things and do them. I take them dead seriously. The way that these fucking dudes feel about fucking guns is so passionate. It's a beautiful thing, really, if you think about it. It's really a beautiful thing. To see somebody so passionate, that's a beautiful human thing that any of us can just say, I love your passion for your psychotic thing. So passionate. Put it in my sights. Look at it glide. Let me scope that fucker. I'll kill that fucker dead. Ooh, I feel good about myself. Got him. Killed a swan. Oh, man, let's have some fucking brewskis and talk about the swan we killed.
I mean, I'm like
Passionate.
not here to defend
Passionate.
anyone, but
No.
there are a lot of hunters who would
Passion.
very much frown upon something like that. They would really.
I'm just going to squeeze this like a gun. I got 30. It's passion. You
Yeah.
know? People love books. They have a library of books. You know? I have a friend. He's a professor.
A book nut.
He's a book nut. He's got hundreds of books. So,
Same.
it's the same thing. It's passion for something that you love. Beautiful ideas that teach us to love and killing machines. It's all the same thing. Passion. 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 You got to ask, though, what would make you do that? Over in Bend, over at the Sun River. Why'd you lay in the woods and do that, guy? I got to ask you. Do you have an answer? I guess it's illegal. Because it was legal. I mean, not there's anything. I mean, it's not really illegal. Not like
No.
illegal, like you're in trouble. You know.
I think it is.
It is not.
I mean, I think you could go to jail.
No,
for it.
you can't. Not a goddamn fucking person in the world has ever gone to jail for killing a fucking swan or goose or whatever the fuck. What are you in for? Well, ooh, shit got crazy. Shit got crazy. Passionate.
USA Today snapshots. This was a generational survey of adults conducted by Caravan, which is a ORC international online entity. I don't know what ORC is.
What was it?
ORC International's online caravan.
What are they asking about? What are they telling us about?
Asking about berries.
Oh, berries. The fruit.
The fruits.
The fruits.
Leading global business intelligence firm.
Okay. They know.
This is
Analysts.
percentages of millennials, Gen Xers, and baby boomers who said that they tossed fresh produce because the use-by date had passed.
Oh, yeah.
Baby boomers said that 14% answered that they had
Oh, they don't fucking throw anything out.
throwing things out. Gen Xers, 27% had thrown it out. And millennials, 40%.
There you go. This is something I can get behind with the millennials. It's actually glad that you...
I always think those are sell-by dates, aren't they? Not use-by dates? Those dates are for the businesses who are selling them, not for the consumer.
Okay.
There are expiration dates, and then there's sell dates. I think they're different.
They probably are. Because they're saying, hey, sell it by this date. Then the people take it home.
It's on you.
They say what they do with that after that. Do they eat it that night? Do they wait a month and a half? Looks odd, has bumps on it, but whatever. This is good because we did.
But I mean, I don't think you can. I don't know how sick you can get from rotten fruit. I mean, it's spoiled, but I don't know if it's rot. You know, it's not like meat or dairy where you can actually get sick from it.
Okay. I love that shit. Best Buy or used by. I love, I mean, I'm so psychotic. I do it in my fucking medicine cabinet. Like ibuprofen. Okay, it's good till 0222. Like, okay, good. Like, so that stuff. I mean, I'm forecasting out for, a couple of years in advance. So I love that fucking shit. When
Love it as far as
tossing out. It's got to go. My mom's house when I was home for my grandmother's birthday. Oop, nope. Sorry. Nope. Anything. She don't play that. Nope, gotta go. Sorry. Says it. There's a date on it. I'm a millennial. I can't help it. I'm Gen Z. I can't fucking help it. I'm 18. Barely. Which is good. I like what they're doing.
But that means they're more wasteful.
What? No, they're smart.
Well,
they're very
but
smart.
it's not smart because they're using an arbitrary date as opposed to using their own knowledge to be like, this is
shit.
rotten or this is not
I
rotten.
want to defend them because I felt like,
Because you like throwing shit away.
yeah, I love it. It's heaven. But I also, yeah.
It's not that you like throwing shit away. It's that you like ruling out the possibility that something could infect you.
Or loved ones. I like
No,
what
it's not.
this is. Millennials or Gen Z? Gen
How many
Z's
loved
younger than
ones are
millennials?
coming and
Just
eating
me.
things
Me.
with your dates on
Me
them?
and him. Because we were talking about, we did the USA Today, talking about fixing stuff in the home. And when I was
They
listening,
think they're all experts.
I was listening to the episode because I just naturally thought, I got to remember that just because I don't fucking know anything does not mean that, like, you know, I know that other people know things, but certainly a 20-year-old, you know, would still be about the things that I don't know anything about would still be better. I think I was too hard on my being a Gen Z
I will
millennial
say
myself.
that in my experience that there are more people fucking things up in the world because of the idea that like, oh, I can do this. Like
Okay,
at the shop
so-
that I work at,
So you see it firsthand.
kids, millennials
Okay.
come in all the time saying, hey, can you guys fix this? I tried to fix it myself and I broke
I
it.
broke it because
And
I watched YouTube. I watched a YouTube video.
100%.
Okay. All right. So maybe all right.
So I would say that people think, oh, I
So,
can do this.
home
And then they
repair
actually,
fixing?
they can't.
But fucking sell by use by dates, baby. I'm like fucking
You forever.
Gen Z.
You gotta toss
Jojo
it.
Siwa. I got a fucking
You probably
bow
do
in
it
my hair.
day before, 2 days before.
Dog. I mean, what month is it? It's a 6. Well, it's right now. We're in a 5. I'll toss it. I don't
done.
give a fuck. It's done. Kidding me? Oh, sorry. Didn't realize it's just a card. I mean, I just might as well just say hero on it. It just says Los Angeles Children's Hospital. And again, I don't want to. It's not me saying it, you know. Hero.
That's them saying.
It's more them saying it to me. Hero, 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 hero. I got it. God, just give me
sure
one of
they're
those
not
Gator.
just trying to order a sandwich.
Hero. Just give me a Gatorade and replenish me. I just donated again. So I get in there, and a certain artist had his artwork taken down at the children's fucking hospital.
that be
Finally.
Michael Jackson?
Yes. Bye-bye. Took them, I've been going there. I donated the first time. It was 2003. So they finally fucking took that down. Against what I've been saying for my 63 donations, my 62 times in a row being like, you know what the fuck is going on with this artwork in this hallway at the children's fucking hospital? Don't worry about it. Took it down.
Maybe they were just restoring and cleaning it up.
Maybe that's just it. Just
Was it replaced
replaced.
by?
Just squiggles, but proper, like no fucking nothing to be canceled squiggles. Just squiggle artist. So yeah, that finally wow. It's the power of documentary. It really is. We're living in an incredible age.
Haven't seen it.
Shit.
But I'll see John Wick tomorrow.
You're gonna get on that.
Haven't
Wick.
seen Leaving Neverland. Haven't seen Us. Haven't seen Avengers.
Okay.
We'll see John Wick tomorrow.
Gotta get that fucking
It's just part of my thing with my guys. Me
your
and my boys.
Well, they're making John Wick 4.
Which I have to know what happened in
Comes
this
out
one.
in 2021, so now I have 2 more years to see the 3 John Wicks.
Yeah.
Really, that's good for me. I was under the gun, wanky, to get the first 2 for 3. Now I know there's a 4. I get 2 years to see the first 3.
You'll bang it out in a weekend.
Weekend.
You know what you should do? That weekend between the playoffs and the Super Bowl.
John Wick weekend. We should make that a national holiday.
The weekend.
The weekend. Perfect. Yeah, everybody does that. It's really like a catch-up. You find your trilogy or however many, you know.
Yeah.
You know, I never saw any of the police academies.
Guess
what are you
what?
doing? Week after the fucking championship weekend, before the Super Bowl. Enjoy. Gutenberg.
I have to pee, so we got to wrap up.
All right. Oh, yeah, dude.
Oh, we didn't announce our live shows.
America Through the Eyes of Two American Americans.
Please do that.
We got live shows coming up. and I'll tell you where they are. And then when you buy tickets to them, you can just go to UhhYeahDude.com and do the click-through. It'll bring you right to the ticket link. Magic Bag in Ferndale, Detroit, the Detroit Metroplex area, Saturday night, June 22nd. New Orleans, the venue is called One-Eyed Jacks on Toulouse Street in the French Quarter, Saturday night, July 6th. We've got 4th of July on Thursday. We've got the Essence Festival. It's going to be a really fucking true New Orleans weekend. Saturday night, July 27th in Brooklyn, New York at the Murmur Ballroom. And Saturday night, September 7th, Dallas, Texas at the Texas Theater.
All those dates are available through the website, UhhYeahDude.com.
Nice.
Also a merch store there, and also all our episodes and show notes and links to all that stuff. Also links to our Patreon page. The show is commercial-free, ad-free, and sponsor-free. In order to keep us going and keep us thriving and keep the show alive, if you would, please pledge to us at Patreon. Also gives you access to all the video episodes. We film all these episodes in 3-camera. Thank you to Jeff for his assistance with filming and capturing those and editing them live as we go here. Gives you discounts on merch, all sorts of stuff. So please go to Patreon and pledge to us. We also have a Venmo, UID4L. That's UID for life. UID number 4L. If you'd like to just make a one-time donation to us, you can do it there. You could also search that by my name. 888-842-2357 is the toll-free voicemail. You can find me on Instagram, again, under my name, Jonathan Larroquette. Tell a friend, write a review. Come back for 725.
You know this episode, what I got out of this, you can dream like you did. You dreamt. Those dreams became reality. But life, things go away.
But the idea that
little old Jonathan Larroquette.
I said this before maybe, we're the only culture that...
You mean American culture?
Western culture.
Western culture.
That refers to dreaming as being that I had a dream, meaning that I made it, I had a dream, as opposed to other cultures that refer to dreams as a dream happened to me.
Ooh,
and what I find interesting about it is that the idea of how and when this photograph of this guitar reappeared into my life, that it came back to me and that I asked where there would be any way that I could reconnect with this thing. But the timing of it, I feel like I can't take that I didn't whip this up on my own, that it decided it wanted
the guitar decided it needed back to be back with you. It was not really you at all. It was the guitar.
And that to me
is fucking insane. But I like it. It's completely nuts and I love it.
It's not always
you having
It's not always us.
Sometimes it's a guitar
the dream
having
has
a dream.
You.
The dream, we contain multitudes, and this is all just, what is it all? This time-space continuum. What is a dream? What's reality? Here we are. It's all just energy, circling, spirit, mystery, around us. We're here. I'll close my eyes. I'm going to take a breath. I'm not going to dream anything. I'm going to just try to center myself and let the dreams find me.
Let the dream have you.
I'm going to let this dream take me away.
Take me away. Take me away. Yeah, how's that go? Take me away. Take me away. Take me away. Another dream place. Take me away. Take me away.
I'm just waiting for something. Lights to go out.
Waiting for my guitar.
Fuck.
That's just
Where's my guitar?
God damn it.
Fuck, man. 45 years old. Where the fuck's my guitar?
Come back for 726. 725.
Seatbelts.
Seatbelts.